We start our press review this morning in Rwanda, whose ambassador to the United Nations has defended the interests of survivors of the 1994 genocides led by the Hutsi against the Tutsi community. News of Rwanda reports that the ambassador has spoken out on the approach of the UN tribunal created to try the perpetrators of the genocide, which would rather tend towards the release of certain perpetrators. Rwanda has formally filed a complaint with the United Nations Security Council, where Russia currently holds the presidency. At a meeting on Wednesday, Valentine Rugwabiza told the Council that he needed to put in place a new operational mechanism for the United Nations Tribunal to rule fairly and effectively. In Tunisia, l'OTAN is interested in the second edition of the FITA Conference on Intra-African Investment and Trade, which ended on Wednesday. The Tunisian government had the opportunity to take stock of its economic integration with the rest of Africa in the presence of hundreds of economic operators from all the regions of the continent. Minister of Trade Omar El Behi also records that Tunisia was among the signatory countries to the agreement on the Continental Free Trade Area. It joins the COMESA and became an observer member of ECDAO, pointing out that the trade with African countries had increased from 1.3 billion dinars in 2000 to 8.6 billion dinars in 2018, representing 8.8% of Tunisia's total trade volume. That said, government representatives have challenged the recognition, stating that the means to develop intra-African trade does not exceed 13% at the moment, compared to 50% in other continents. And finally, the Ethiopian government is celebrating a major victory in a long-standing dispute over the validity of a patent for teff-based products. An ancestral grain that forms the basis of Ethiopia's iconic dish will inject it. All Africa reports that Fitsum Arega, an Ethiopian diplomat and currently Ethiopian ambassador to the United States, confirms the news in a tweet celebrating the good news. Quote, "I have just learned that the Court of The Hague has ruled against the owner of the patent. That's good news. I hope we can infer from that our national assets must be protected by Ethiopians and friends of Ethiopia."